Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to share a simple daily program for beginners to learn English all day long. Leo, have you ever thought about how many small opportunities we actually have every day to practice English?
Oh, absolutely. Most people think learning English means sitting in a classroom for hours or doing big study sessions, but the truth is, learning English can be part of your whole day. And if you follow a daily routine, even for a few minutes at a time, your English improves faster than you expect.
Exactly. So today, we're going to break down a full day, step by step, and show beginners how to practice English naturally while doing normal daily activities. And remember, if you hear something you like, repeat after us. It really helps with pronunciation and memory.
Let's start with the morning. The first thing you can do is listen to English while having breakfast or getting ready for the day. For example, listen to a short podcast, some English songs, or even the news in simple English.
That's right. Imagine you're eating cereal and at the same time listening to a short English story. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain starts recognizing words, phrases, and sentence structures.
And here's a little tip. Try to repeat a few sentences out loud while listening. For example, if the story says, "The sun is shining today," you can repeat, "The sun is shining today."
Yes, it's all about building speaking confidence. And then, while brushing your teeth or washing your face, you can describe what you're doing in English. Like, I am brushing my teeth, I am washing my face. Simple sentences, but they really help your speaking skills.
After that, when you're ready to start your work or study, you can take a few minutes to write down your daily goals in English. For example, today I will learn 5 new words. I will speak English for 15 minutes. Writing helps your brain remember new words and phrases better.
And don't forget, you can also label things around your house in English. For example, put a note on your fridge, fridge, on the door, door, on your mirror, mirror. Every time you see it, say the word out loud.
That's a fantastic idea. And you can even make little dialogues with yourself. For example, if you open the fridge, say, "I am opening the fridge. I am taking out an apple. I like apples." It sounds funny at first, but it works wonders for your fluency.
Totally. Now, let's talk about the mid-morning. You can take a 10 to 15-minute break and watch a short video in English. Something simple, like a cooking tutorial, a travel video, or even a fun English lesson.
And while watching, try to repeat a sentence or two from the video. For example, if the chef says, "Add 2 cups of water," you can say, "Add 2 cups of water." Repeating immediately after hearing is super powerful for learning.
Also, don't worry about making mistakes. Your brain learns more from trying than just listening. So say everything out loud, even if it's not perfect.
Absolutely. And you can make it a little game for yourself. Count how many new words you hear in a video and try to use 1 or 2 in a sentence afterward.
Moving into the afternoon, this is a perfect time to practice reading in English. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, reading short articles, simple stories, or even captions on social media helps a lot.
True. And here's a fun way to do it. Pick one article or story and underline any words you don't know. Then try to guess the meaning from the context before checking a dictionary. This way, your brain learns to think in English instead of translating.
Exactly. After that, take a moment to summarize what you read, out loud or in a notebook. For example, if the article was about a cat who learned tricks, you can say, "The cat is smart, the cat can do tricks." Short sentences, but they really help you remember vocabulary and grammar.
Another great activity is talking to yourself while doing chores. While washing dishes or folding clothes, describe everything in English. I am washing the plates. The water is hot. I am drying the plates. It may feel silly, but it's excellent practice.
And during your lunch break, you can include a small speaking session. Call a friend or use language exchange apps, or even record yourself talking about your day. For example, today I woke up early, I listened to a podcast, I read a story, I am learning English every day.
Recording yourself is powerful because you can listen later and notice how your pronunciation improves over time. And don't worry about mistakes. Every small step counts.
In the afternoon, it's also a great time for vocabulary practice. Make a list of 5 to 10 new words you found in the morning or while reading and try to use them in sentences. For example, if your word is bright, you can say, "The sun is bright today. My room is bright in the morning."
Another fun activity is thinking in English while walking or exercising. Describe what you see, like, the trees are green, the birds are flying, I am walking fast. Your brain starts to automatically form sentences in English, which is amazing for fluency.
Afternoon is also perfect for listening to a story or a short podcast episode. You can listen while relaxing and then pause and repeat sentences that are interesting or new. This active listening helps you remember words and phrases much faster than passive listening.
Yes, and after listening, try creating your own mini story using some words or sentences you just learned. For example, if the podcast was about a dog, you can say, "The dog is happy. The dog is running in the park. I see the dog every day." Simple sentences, but very effective.
Another tip is to use sticky notes around your workspace with new words or phrases. Every time you see a word, read it out loud and try to use it in a sentence. This makes learning constant and natural.
Afternoon is also a good time to check your progress. Look at your notes, see how many words you learned today, and give yourself a small reward for consistency. Even a small reward makes learning more motivating and fun.
And don't forget, combining listening, speaking, reading, and writing in the afternoon keeps your brain active in different ways. This variety is key for learning English quickly without feeling tired or bored.
Evening is a perfect time for conversation practice, even if it's with yourself. You can try speaking about your day in more detail, describing not only what you did, but also how you felt. For example, I went to the market, I bought vegetables, I felt happy because I found fresh tomatoes.
Yes, and you can take it a step further by imagining a dialogue with someone. For instance, pretend a friend asks, "What did you do today?" and you answer in English. "I studied English, I listened to a podcast, I practiced new words. It was fun." This helps you think quickly in English.
Watching English movies or series in the evening is another great tool. Start with subtitles in your language and then switch to English subtitles. And finally, try watching without any subtitles. Each step improves listening and understanding naturally.
While watching, pause and repeat phrases you like. For example, if a character says, "I can't believe it," you can repeat, "I can't believe it" out loud, and even try using it in a sentence about your day.
Another idea is to write a short journal in English before going to bed. Even 5 to 10 sentences about your day, your thoughts, or your plans for tomorrow makes a huge difference. Writing improves vocabulary, grammar, and confidence.
And don't just write lists or simple sentences. Try adding adjectives or feelings. For example, "I had a delicious lunch. I felt happy when I saw my friend." This adds variety to your language use.
At this time, reviewing new words from the day is also effective. Look at the words you learned in the morning and afternoon and try making 1 to 2 new sentences with each word. This repetition strengthens memory and makes your brain comfortable using the words naturally.
Before sleeping, you can also listen to calm English audio, like short stories or meditation guides in English. This is a relaxing way to expose your brain to English without feeling tired. Even if you just hear words while lying down, your mind absorbs them subconsciously.
And bedtime is perfect for thinking in English. Reflect on the day. Today, I practiced English, I learned new words, I spoke with myself. Tomorrow, I will practice more. Simple sentences, but this habit trains your brain to think in English daily.
One more fun tip is to make a word of the day challenge. Pick one new word and try to use it in speaking, writing, and even thinking all day long. By evening, you will feel more confident using it naturally in sentences.
Yes, this is a simple way to make learning English part of your daily life without extra stress. Small steps, repeated consistently, create real progress.
And don't forget, consistency is more important than long study sessions. Even 5 to 10 minutes every hour spread across the day adds up to hours of practice without feeling overwhelming.
Exactly.
Your goal is to make English a natural habit, something you do all day without thinking of it as studying. When it becomes part of your daily routine, improvement comes almost automatically.
And remember, every small effort counts. Even repeating one sentence, writing one word, or listening for a few minutes brings you closer to fluency.
Another way to improve your English in the evening is to play simple language games. For example, pick a random word and try to make as many sentences as possible with it in 5 minutes. It's fun, and your brain gets used to forming sentences quickly.
You can also challenge yourself with question and answer games. Ask yourself a question like, "What is my favorite food?" and answer in English. Then change the question, "What did I do today?" and answer again. This trains your brain to respond naturally in English.
Listening and repeating songs in English is another excellent evening activity. Try to sing along with the lyrics, even if you make mistakes. Music helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and remembering new words.
And after dinner, you can review short dialogues you learned during the day. For instance, if you practiced ordering food in English, say it out loud. "I would like a sandwich, please. Thank you." Repeating dialogues helps them stick in your memory.
Evening is also a good time for vocabulary flashcards. Write new words on one side and their meaning or a picture on the other. Go through them quickly for 5 to 10 minutes and try using them in sentences immediately.
Talking about sentences, creating many stories is very effective. Pick 3 or 4 new words and make a short story. For example, "The cat is small," "The cat is white," "The cat likes milk." It's simple, but it trains your brain to use words together naturally.
Another tip is to teach someone what you learned today, even if it's just explaining it to yourself. Saying, "Today I learned 5 new words. I practiced speaking. I listened to a podcast," helps reinforce learning.
If you have some free time before bed, reading a short English book or story is perfect. Even one paragraph a night adds up over weeks, and your reading comprehension improves quickly.
You can also try shadowing, which means repeating exactly what you hear from a video or audio clip immediately after the speaker. For example, if the audio says, "I am going to the park," you repeat, "I am going to the park." This improves pronunciation, speed, and confidence.
And for those who like creativity, writing a short poem or a few sentences using the new words is very helpful. Even if it's simple, like, "The sun is bright, I am happy, I see a bird." It trains your mind to think in English naturally.
Nighttime is also a great opportunity to reflect on your progress. Say to yourself, "I spoke in English today. I learned new words. I listened and read. Tomorrow I will do more." This positive self-talk motivates you and reinforces learning.
Another tip is to visualize situations in English. Imagine going to a cafe, talking to a friend, or shopping, and describe everything in English in your mind. This mental practice makes real conversations easier.
And don't forget the power of reviewing everything from the day before sleeping. Even just 5 minutes to recall words, phrases, and sentences strengthens memory and helps long-term learning.
At the end of the day, the key is consistency and variety. Mixing listening, speaking, reading, writing, and thinking in English every day keeps learning interesting and effective.
Morning, afternoon, and evening routines are just parts of the day. Learning English can also happen in small moments between activities. For example, while waiting for a bus or standing in line, you can review words in your head or say simple sentences quietly.
Exactly. Even short bursts of practice, like 1 to 2 minutes, add up when repeated throughout the day. You can describe your surroundings in English, like, "The bus is red," "People are waiting," "I am standing near the door."
Another effective method is to make English part of your hobbies. If you like cooking, explain every step in English. "I am chopping vegetables," "I am boiling water," "I am adding salt." This turns your hobby into a learning session.
If you enjoy drawing or painting, label everything in English. "This is a tree. The tree is tall. I am drawing the sky." It's simple, but it connects words to actions and visuals.
Even during short breaks at work or study, use your phone to practice. Read an English quote, repeat it, or write a sentence using a new word. Micro practice keeps your brain engaged without taking extra time.
Another tip is to use English sticky notes or reminders on your computer or desk. Each time you see one, read it aloud and make a sentence. Gradually, your vocabulary builds without extra effort.
Talking to pets or objects in English is also surprisingly effective. Hello, dog. How are you today? It sounds funny, but forming sentences automatically improves fluency and confidence.
For entertainment, you can play simple games in English, like describing what you see in a video game or narrating your actions. I am running, I am jumping, I am collecting coins. It makes learning fun and natural.
During shopping, either online or in a store, think in English. Name the items you see, describe them, or form simple sentences. I want a red shirt. The price is $10. It's practical language use.
Even before bed, you can create a story chain with yourself. Start with one sentence, then add another, and continue building a short story in English. It trains creativity and sentence formation.
Reviewing the entire day in your mind before sleeping is powerful. Think, I practiced speaking. I learned new words. I listened to English. I read a story. Tomorrow, I will continue. This reflection reinforces learning and builds positive habits.
One more tip is to reward yourself for completing small tasks. Even saying, I did my English practice today, with a smile, motivates your brain and makes learning feel enjoyable.
And remember, combining listening, speaking, reading, writing, thinking, and observing in English every day makes it a natural part of life. Small efforts repeated consistently bring huge improvements over weeks and months.
Using this full-day program, beginners can practice English all day without stress. Each activity is short, simple, and practical, and the key is to do it every day.
And the best part is, you can adjust the program to fit your own schedule. Add more activities you enjoy, skip what doesn't work, and still practice English consistently.
The main secret is variety, repetition, and consistency. Keep your brain engaged in different ways, and English learning will feel natural and fun.
To wrap up, your daily English routine can be simple and flexible. Start with listening in the morning, add speaking while doing chores, reading and writing in the afternoon, and end the day with review and reflection.
Each step builds on the previous one, and even small activities make a big difference when done consistently. Remember, the goal is to make English a natural part of your day, not something stressful or forced.
One final tip is to track your progress. Keep a small notebook or use an app to note new words, phrases, and sentences you practiced each day. Looking back at your progress motivates you and shows how far you've come.
Another fun method is to celebrate milestones. For example, if you learned 50 new words this month, reward yourself with a treat or do an activity you enjoy. Celebrating success keeps learning exciting.
Practicing with a partner or language buddy is also very helpful. You can ask simple questions, have short conversations, or even share what you learned today. Practicing with someone else reinforces memory and builds confidence.
And don't forget that thinking in English is as important as speaking or writing. Imagine situations, describe your surroundings, or plan your day in English. Your brain gradually starts using English automatically.
It's important to mix all four skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Use each skill in different parts of the day so your learning stays balanced and engaging.
For motivation, repeat after us. I can learn English every day. I am improving. I am confident.
Keep repeating this whenever you feel tired or discouraged. Positive self-talk works wonders. Another tip is to keep your learning enjoyable. Watch funny videos, listen to songs you like, read stories you enjoy, and speak about topics you love. Fun makes learning easier and more effective.
By combining all these steps, your daily English practice can become a natural habit. You don't need long hours, just consistent effort, repetition, and creativity.
Remember, every small effort matters. Saying one sentence, learning one word, or listening for a few minutes is progress. Each step adds up to fluency over time.
Try to apply this program every day and adjust it to your schedule. The more you practice, the more confident and fluent you will become.
And always be patient with yourself. Learning English is a journey, and every day is a new opportunity to improve.
So, start with listening in the morning, speaking throughout the day, reading and writing in the afternoon, reviewing in the evening, and reflecting before bed. Follow this, and English will become part of your daily life.
Repeat after us. I practice English every day. I am learning. I am confident. I can speak English. Feel the confidence grow with every word you say.
That's it for today's full-day English learning program. Use it, enjoy it, and make learning a part of your life every day.
Remember, consistency, variety, and fun are the keys to learning English quickly and naturally.
Subscribe to our channel for more tips, daily routines, and practical lessons to improve your English every day.
Keep practicing, stay motivated, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.